Hey everyone, what's going on? Baru here, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about Destiny. Now, I've been playing through the PS4 alpha for quite some time now, and I've been putting together a couple of these PS4 alpha guides. And for this first episode, I wanted to go over a problem that a lot of my subscribers have been talking about, and that is to take out the Devil Tank. Now, some people have been having issues with the Devil Tank, and with this guide, I'm going to show you the best way to eliminate him, as well as being able to abuse his AI. But first, let's go over a couple of the attacks that the Devil Tank has and what level you're going to want to be before you start taking him on. Now, the Devil Tank is around level 9/10, so if you take him on at level 6, you're going to have a bad time and probably use up all of your ammo and not really do much damage to him. So before taking on a Devil Tank, you're going to want to make sure that you are at least level 8, or the damage reduction will be too high. Also, you're going to want to not focus the Devil Tank until every other enemy is off the field. Devil Tanks can spawn Shank Surveyor type enemies. However, the normal ones that spawn all around him will not respawn until after you deal enough damage to his core. So what we're going to want to do here is keep strafing around him. Now you'll notice that big cannon that is on him. The big cannon will look at your current location and then attempt to fire. If you'll notice, there's also a little rocket launcher next to that big cannon, and that's something we're going to want to take out here. So the first step to taking out a Devil Tank is you're going to want to disable it. The first time you disable a Devil Tank is the longest time to get as much damage in as possible. But whenever you disable the Devil Tank, you are not going to want to actually fire at its core. If you deal too much damage to the Devil Tank while it is incapacitated, it will immediately get back up and do a shock pulse to everyone around it. So in order to avoid that, we're actually not going to shoot the core at all, and we're going to take full advantage of that extended period. So what you're going to want to do is keep baiting the rocket launcher and the large cannon. If you'll notice, when I bait the large cannon, it will fire at my previous location, and all you need to do is move. Now, once we've disabled the cannon by breaking one of its legs, take your shotgun or whatever heavy weapon you have and just unload onto that rocket launcher. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to kill it while it was disabled, so we're going to use our assault rifle and start taking some shots at it. It really won't have too much health left, assuming you focus fire the rocket launcher. And there we go, now that's off. So now he can no longer do the blue sort of charged up attacks. He does, however, have a couple other attacks that we're going to go ahead and quickly go over. In the front of him, he's going to have this chain gun that you can see, and around the sides, he's launching out these shock grenades that bounce up all around the battlefield. Now, if I had actually gone for his core there, more basic enemies would have spawned, but because I didn't, the basic enemies didn't really respawn, except for the few that were by the door, and because I never engaged them, they didn't do anything. Now there's another attack right there that you just saw. He'll sort of charge this blue aura around him, and he'll do a Nova. You'll be able to know, you'll know when he's doing that just by the visual cue, as well as hearing that very obvious audio cue. I'm sure you guys can hear that. I'll go ahead and try and get him to do that again in here in just a second, and you can hear that audio cue. Whenever you hear that, you have enough time to simply run out of that Nova. So we're going to go ahead and try and bait it here again in just a second, and you'll be able to hear this audio cue. As long as you keep moving, the chain gun will not actually be able to catch up to you. So here we go, we're going to go ahead and bait the attack. And that is what that's what you're going to be listening for. That's your main goal for dealing with that Nova. It's just staying next to him, baiting it, making him do that attack, and then running back in, baiting it again, and just getting free damage in. Now you'll notice he does these shock orbs throughout the fight. Now you're going to want to dodge these. While I do get hit by a few of these shock orbs, as long as you are level 8, or basically on level with him, and your gear isn't too terribly bad, the shock orbs will not kill you. And the Nova does damage based on how close you are to him. So you'll notice I took a big chunk of damage to my shield, but it didn't actually eat into my health because I was only taking the residual damage from it. And you'll notice he's doing his charge cannon again, so just take that moment to just shotgun his legs. I definitely recommend a shotgun when fighting the spider tank because you're going to be able to get the full amount of damage on it almost every shot as long as you abuse the AI like I'm doing here. And you just rinse and repeat this method, just going in, baiting this sort of Nova Stun ability, and then walking back out again. If you hear the Gatling gun charge up, then all you need to do is just strafe either to the left or the right, and you won't have any issue with it. And the butt stomp shouldn't really hit you at all. Sorry, I have pre-sequel in the mind. This is now forever the butt stomp. It has to be. But anyway, if you are doing this with multiple players, I highly recommend you only have one person going in trying to bait this sort of Nova attack. If you have multiple people trying to do it, you could potentially get some of your teammates killed. So make sure that you do call it out ahead of time, letting know, hey, I'm going to basically make it so he doesn't do shit the whole fight. You can just stay off to the side and take pot shots at his legs. I honestly prefer to just kill him by shooting his legs because I find it kind of risky to do too much damage to his core. Because as I said, if you do too much damage, more enemies do spawn. I don't know why it's attached to dealing damage to the core. I felt that was a little awkward because you can basically bypass it by doing this method as you see here. And I definitely do recommend that you do have a couple of ammo packs. You saw that I ran out of heavy ammo, and as well as my secondary ammo. So definitely do bring a couple of ammo packs if you do plan on taking on these a Devil Walker, or if you find one in a random game, or in the wild basically. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. I'm going to show off me basically abusing the AI just a little bit more with these butt stomps, going in, making him use it, and walking right back out again. And you can do this to the point to where he won't even do shock grenades, as you can see here at the end. I just was trying to see how badly I could make him do this, and that is pretty much going to wrap it up for that. I will have more videos throughout the week. I really want to start breaking up Destiny, going through its mechanics, helping you guys taking on any of these sort of bosses. If you have any suggestions on something you would like me to cover, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. I will definitely take a look at it, and yeah, you can expect different guides throughout the week. So as always, I would like to thank you all for watching the video. If you enjoyed this and found it informative, be sure to hit that like button, help support me in what I do, and I will see you all in the next video. And later.